about the preparation that goes into such a big event like this?
Yeah. So, I mean, from the beginning of the year, we're told that we have to be ready for any possible scenario that might happen with the football team. We're there wherever they go for postseason. And so we were waiting for the selection show to see what would happen with the college football playoff bracket. And then we got our first round game. And really, it was just waiting to see what was happening from there. And so when we won, then we knew we were going to go to the Orange Bowl as soon as we won. And now we're just making an itinerary and then we just kind of follow that and see where we go. So
Awesome. And what instrument do you play?
I play flute.
Awesome. Okay. So talk about how did it feel when the Ducks won on Saturday and now you guys know, oh man, we're getting on a flight and we're, performing in a really big lot of eyeballs, right? How did you feel when they won?
Yeah, I was so excited. I mean, I've been very grateful to go to a lot of games with the football team in my 4 years with the band. And it was just so exciting to realize, okay, it gets to keep going. Like I get another trip and I get to support my team and I get to go to Miami, which I've never been to. And I love to perform. It is one of my favorite things in the world. And performing for so many people who like haven't seen us perform is also such a cool experience.
Definitely. You talk about loving to perform. How long have you been playing the flute and kind of what does it take to really get, to the level to be in the U of O band?
Yeah, I've been playing since I was in fifth grade. And so, what is that? Like 11, 12 years now. And I was super involved in high school. I was in marching band there, and I put a lot of time into practicing. And growing up in Eugene, I actually was able to do a lot of pickup games with the organ band, which was really awesome. And so just a lot of practice, a lot of dedication, and a lot of just wanting to do the thing. Because if you want to do it, you can do it.
That's so cool. So you were born and raised in Eugene?
Mhm.
Awesome. Did you always know you wanted to play in the U of O band?
Yeah, my brother, who's 6 years older than me, he went through the same path that I did, and I thought it was so cool. I remember watching him going performing at Pape on the soccer field steps, and I was like, man, I want that one day. That is so cool. And now here I am.
That's awesome. What a full circle moment. You can definitely feel proud of yourself. Um, so what does it take to kind of prepare for something at this level? To my understanding, does the band stay locally? I know like the school's on a winter break, so do you guys stay locally and practice beforehand, or is it like last minute in Miami you guys can practice?
Yeah, I mean, not all of us are in Eugene. So for the Miami trip, we most of us will fly out of Eugene. Some people will meet us there and we will practice in Miami. But we're all very dedicated people and people who know what we're doing. And we had the practice, of course, for the first round playoff game in Eugene, which is super helpful.
Awesome. Can you talk a little bit about you have to spend a lot of hours with your fellow band members. Can you talk a little bit about what that meant to just be in the band, maybe that sense of community, if you felt that going through your 4 years at the university?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what my 4 years would have looked like if I wasn't in band. It quickly gave me a sense of community because we start 2 weeks before actual classes start. And so it felt very comforting going into college knowing that I at least had some friends in band and I would get to see them 3 or 4 times a week minimum. And it was really great. I mean, I love my band friends and I have some of the closest people that I've met in my life. And I wouldn't trade it for the world. It's a great place to be.
Awesome. Thank you. So, how does it feel to be representing the Ducks in Miami? I mean, there's going to be so many eyeballs on this game, and you guys are just a piece of home for, the players, and all the staff, the fans that are traveling. You guys are a reminder of just like that hometown pride. How does that feel to be able to represent the university at such a large scale?
I feel so proud to represent the university. I feel very grateful that I get this opportunity, that I get to support the Ducks, because I mean, I'm a longtime Duck fan. And not only is it cool for me, but it's cool to be there for the players and to see them on the field, like making their dreams come true. I'm there making my dreams come true, but they're living out their dream also, which is really awesome.
Awesome. Now, do you guys talk about, I know it's one game at a time, but hopefully, fingers crossed, the Ducks win. Do you guys already have a game plan of what's coming up next, or you guys kind of just take it one day at a time?
We have a very rough game plan. I mean, the band does travel for all postseason games, so if we win in Miami, we're off to Atlanta.
That's so cool. Now have you ever been to Atlanta?
I'm not.
Nice. So now you got
No.
Miami and Atlanta. I know
Hmm.
all of us here in Eugene, I'm sure it's going to be a cloudy, cold day, and you guys are going to be soaking up that Miami sun.
Very excited.
Very cool. What are you studying in school?
Math and education.
Wow. What do
Mhm.
you want to do after college?
The goal is to be a high school math teacher, and eventually I really want to teach calculus. I am going to be the fifth generation math teacher in my family, so it runs deep in my veins.
Very cool. Do you want to teach locally or do you want to kind of explore outside Eugene after you graduate?
I'll go where the wind takes me, you know? I'll go where I can get a job and but ideally I want to stay close to home and the Pacific Northwest in general.
That's awesome. How has it been growing up um in the duck community? Now you're in the school, a huge part of the school. It's kind of like I said earlier, that full circle moment, but it's gotta feel pretty good to look back and be like, wow, I did that for my community. I did that for myself.
Mm. Yeah, it's really awesome. I remember going to games when I was younger with my family and going, wow, this is such a cool thing. I love the feeling of going to a duck game and everyone is singing Coming Home, or everyone is singing along to shout. And we know all the traditions of Oregon football. And it feels really great to be part of something so big that makes it feel so small because it's such a like family-like event.
Oh, definitely. Is there a certain song or tradition that's your favorite at the games?
Mm, I love everything, of course, but I think I'm a big fan of Coming Home because Oregon is home for me. And I learned that song very young. We sang it at one of my elementary school's spring concerts. So that was really sweet for me to just have always known the words and to be able to sing along and be like, yes, this is my home. I am coming home to Oregon, even if it's just to cross the river.
I love that so much for you. Is there anything maybe you want to say that I didn't ask?
Go Ducks.